Okay. So, just need to see if this is working properly. Wait, what? Why did that happen? I didn't click on that. What? No! What the... Okay, I don't know what the heck is going on here. My phone just randomly started playing a video that I had on the video list. I don't know why. I don't know what the heck is going on. Okay, that was weird. But yeah, anyways, if there's anybody here, I'm assuming there's nobody at the moment. Oh, there is somebody. Hello. Hello, whoever you are. Wait, I think that might be me. Whoops. Alright. Well, at least I'm, wait. My phone just randomly started playing a video that I had. Oh, what I meant was to turn that down. Okay, so. Nobody's listening, but I'm gonna say this anyway. I have my phone here just so I can, like, talk with people. Or, like, see what they're asking me in the live chat, or see if they're saying anything. Because I didn't know how to do that last time. And if I know how to do it this time, it'll be better. You know? Okay. So yeah, anyways. So you know what you're all here for. I won't delay too much longer. I'm just getting some head key poses in here for a sequence that I'm making. I basically just did these before I started, so yeah, you can so yeah, whatever. I'll just get some music going. Enjoy. Music resources. Oh my goodness. All right. So, I am currently. Oh, whoops. I'm sorry. I'm trying to organize my stuff, but sometimes that doesn't always go the best. But anyways, so yeah, basically what I'm trying to do here is a I don't know, just sort of it's supposed to be Undyne in the shot. And like she's like at the witness stand giving a testimony against herself. But then she gets fed up after a while and she's like, you know what, screw this guy, I'm just gonna throw a spear at him. So that's basically what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do sort of like a typical anime back away from the screen and swing back towards with as much force as possible. Okay, here, I gotta make this more curved. Gotta have more expression, exaggeration, as it were. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I do have, Nicole is asking, I do pretty much draw from imagination, but I mean, that's like with poses and stuff like that. I do draw from imagination, but I've got like, I did actually like draw character design sheets like during some of my classes in school, and that's basically how I know what the characters are supposed to look like at the end. But like this is just like a skeleton, so it's like super easy to draw it without like breaking character model. So yeah, if it's just a sketchy thing like this, which is usually how a lot of animation is made, like in the first draft. Like, unless you're a really good artist, chances are you're not gonna... Unless you're a really good artist, chances are you're not gonna be able to draw, like, a fully detailed and fluid movement from scratch. Like, you need to properly lay out, like, where the pieces of the face are gonna be, and, like, where some of the objects are. That's too short a spear. Alright. And at that point it would be behind her body, so it's kind of unnecessary to draw the... Or wait, actually, maybe just in case, like I haven't really set the boundaries for the chest yet, so just in case, I'm going to draw this here. Alright, this is just a little note to help me remember what direction her arm is supposed to be going. Yeah. Yeah, actually, a little bit of an embarrassing fact about myself is that in my early days on DeviantArt, like, I had ideas for, like, some stories or whatever, which, you know, weren't very original. And for characters, I basically just traced images of Dragon Ball concept art. Like, there was one character that I traced from Gohan, another I traced from Goten, another from, Oob, another one from Pan, I think. So, I'm not exactly proud of those days, but thankfully I've gotten much better since then. Like, literally just traces with some minor alterations to, like, color schemes and stuff like that. Okay. So, I kind of have to do the motion myself to get a feel for, like, where the arms should be placed. Yeah. Hey, same with me. Yeah, making music isn't very good, or I mean, it's not very, it's not that easy when you just start out, of course. But, you know, with anything, you get better over time. And, as a matter of fact, like, this same sort of process is kind of how it worked with me. Like, I didn't start to get really good at composing until I did a few, remixes of other songs. And I got an idea of, like, what they were doing, and I said, oh, okay, so, like, that's how I make it, that's how I make my stuff sound better. Okay, so, let's see. Alright, wait, that's a bit too broad of a shoulder there. Trim it down a little bit. Because, like, Undyne's definitely athletic, but she's not, like... She's not Arnold huge. Okay, yeah, gotta take the perspective into account. Alright, I also gotta mark the joints a little bit better. Like, if it's... So yeah, if it's, like, not clear enough, I should definitely mark the joints. Oh, great. Oh no, the error of my technique is coming back to bite me. I've drawn it so light that I can barely see it when I go to the next frame. There, thankfully I can darken it a bit. I'm really glad this is a feature. Alright, so I'm just gonna darken this by about this much so that it's more visible. So let's see. Oh, I'm using a tablet for this one. I unfortunately cannot be so accurate with a mouse. Here, actually, you know what? I'm gonna try drawing a frame with the mouse and see, how that works. How well that works out for me. So, alright, here, the first problem is that I don't have as much space when I'm using a mouse. Alright, yeah, she's got a lumpier head now. Yeah, I can't draw. I at least gave it a shot, but realized I flew too close to the sun on that one pretty quickly. Heck, I didn't even really need to do that. I didn't even really need to do that, but I did it anyway, just so I could try it. Here, actually, there is like a line stabilizer in this program that I'm using, which would make drawing with the mouse easier, but, you know, just since this is sketches, I'm not using it yet. So then she's supposed... Okay, so then basic... Yeah, I know it's just a sketch, but I really do need the characters to have structure for when I, like, trace the line art over them. Like, I don't want them to have lumpy heads, because that don't look good. Alright, so far we got a good motion going. I know it might look kind of choppy, but that's just because I'm drawing the keyframes. Hmm. Um. Oh wait, actually, I actually did just remember something. Like, there is like when you were mentioning earlier about the, oh, the background music. Yeah, this is from Brandish 2, which is made by Falcom, and they are a company that's known for making a lot of good background music for PC 98 games. Just look up. Basically, just go to Falcom Music Channel. Here, hold on. Like, if you want more, just go there to this place, and you'll see some. Because and I've actually helped out with some of the composer credits. Like the music is composed by a team of musicians, and essentially depending on the song, they have their own unique style, so you can kind of tell when one did, and another person did another one. But I mean, you have to have a really proficient musical ear, and probably access to the data like I do to tell you which one. I mean, this doesn't say which composer it is, but but there's the this song uses different instruments and generally has a different structure for the melodies than the one I was just playing. Though actually, speaking of the music, I think it's about time to switch to a new song. Actually, I'm gonna turn my volume down so I can hear myself better. I'm wearing headphones right now, so as not to produce some kind of unnecessary noise in the stream. Okay, maybe that might be a little bit too high shoulder. Or might be a slightly too high up shoulder, is what I meant to say, I think. I don't know what I mean to say sometimes. Okay, so... Alright, so now her hand whooshes past the screen. I'll put these speed lines here to indicate that. I want to turn the head a little bit, actually. Let's see here. So yeah, the oh wait, yeah, I was gonna say earlier, the music that was just playing, and the one that's playing right now, was composed by Naoki Kaneda, and I think out of all the composers on the Falcom sound team, he's definitely see you later, Nicole. And thank you very much for the support. Let's see, is anybody else watching? 3 people. Okay, so this might still include myself, but at least I know there's more people. So yeah, if you're tuning in, then don't be shy. Ask me something. It's lonely when I'm doing this by myself, you know? Okay, the arm goes back a little bit. Naoki Kaneda did this song and the previous song, and I love Naoki Kaneda. He's awesome. He definitely, I think he's composed some of my favorite Falcom songs. But I was gonna say earlier, like, I actually, like, helped, the Falcon Music channel, the guy who runs it, with some of the music credits for, I think, I don't remember which ones. I helped him, like, I basically helped him determine, like, which songs were composed by Atsushi Shirakawa in Legend of Heroes 2. Cause he's actually on Twitter, so I just decided to shoot him and ask, like, hey, which of these songs did you compose? And he said, oh, these ones. And, yeah. So I was glad I could contribute to the information, because all the composers on this team are freaking awesome. Might want to put a bit more curve in the back here. Okay, so I need to... Now is the point where it's starting to get kind of confusing, because I know what I want to put in here, but I'm not quite sure how to articulate it. So, for now, I shall consult Sakaguboru. This is basically like a website that features a bunch of animation cuts from different anime series. What I'm looking at is Mr. Yoshihiko Omukoshi's cut from this One Piece movie. This is basically the general idea for what I want to happen, but it's in a different angle, so I have to take that into account. Oh, okay, so here, his hand swipes past before he actually turns around all the way. So I gotta... Okay. Alright, I might increase the size of this just a little bit, because, like, she's supposed to get closer to the screen. Because, like, if you remember the animation cut I was talking about, like, that's exactly what happens. Hold on for it. Look, close up and wide. So I need to figure out a way to make that work properly. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna raise her arm a bit. It's a bit... So, wait, it's like... Okay. Here, I'm like doing the I'm like doing the motion myself so I can, like, get a feel for how it's supposed to look. Might not make much sense to some people, but I don't know, that's just how it works for me, you know? I don't know, sometimes it's not as simple as just, like, drawing the simple key poses. Sometimes I have to, like, I have to really, really figure out what they are sometimes. It's not always easy. Okay, so, like, I just draw a thing here. Alright, so wider ones on the Alright, so yeah, you might see what I'm doing here is like I'm drawing wider lines on the part that her hand or in the direction that her hand is coming from, and then drawing shorter lines in the direction where it's going. And you know, basically like if you like whiz your hand back and forth, then like wait, what? What am I saying? I don't know, if you like swipe your hand back and forth, you might notice like a subliminal little trail where it was left, but not so much where it's going. It's like that's kind of what I'm going for here. Okay, so now the next one. Okay, no, that's too short. Oh, it looks like she's looping now. That's weird. I think I might need you a little bit of in-betweening on this one. Oh wait, no, I just realized there's a major problem. Her hand needs to be up higher in this shot. In this shot. I don't know why I didn't say that right. Yeah. Wait, no, I don't have to erase the whole thing. I can just boop, there. That's perfectly fine. All right. Also raise her shoulder a bit. I don't know why it was going down. Alright. Time for another music change. Actually, you know what? I've got a better idea. There, that's better. That's more dynamic, I think. Because it doesn't look like she's about to throw her spear the other way by accident in the like it was in the previous version. Whatever. Oh boy, I can barely see the lines, but you know what? I'm gonna try my best anyway. Hey, what the heck? Okay, that hand seems to be just a bit too big. I'm gonna reduce the size. Hmm. Hmm. Oh hey, nice to see you, Duck. It's been a while. And yeah, probably will be good. Okay, so let's see. Alright, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit so I can see the whole thing. Ooh, I got something really nice going here. All right. So yeah, actually, what I really should be doing is here, I hope you guys can pardon me for a second. I need to look through some of this stuff. Okay, so this is these are some lines that a voice actress recorded for me. She was very kind. She was very kind about it. She did a great job. She also plays another character, but I'm not going to say who. So I just need to figure out which line is, the one I'm looking for. Wait, it might be this one. Alright, yeah, that was it. Okay, so I need to measure, like, how long this lasts. Nearly 2 seconds. Okay, that's great. Or wait, maybe this one will be better. Alright, that one is just, let's see. That's just over 1 second. So, oh, JJ the jet plane, everybody. Why did I watch that when I was younger? Alright, I'm gonna actually add a couple of blank frames here. And maybe trim this down to 36 frames? Seems right to me. I know you can't quite see it, but there is indeed a frame there. Actually, hold on. I need to edit some things. Whoa, I'm sorry about that. I'm still just trying to test the motion so I can get the feel for it. But I'm under a loft bed, it's not exactly easy. Okay, so I could probably bend her arm a little bit more here. I'm gonna move her arm back a little bit. Okay. Alright, will that fit with this? Alright, I think it's about time for another new song. Okay, so now I'm gonna actually try drawing the line art over this. Alright, so I forget exactly where I have the concept art saved. It's probably somewhere in my pictures folder, if I had to guess. But I know it's around. Wait, I think this might be it. Oh yeah, I have her grouped with Alfie's. I don't know. I just drew these guys in school one day when nothing else was happening, and I like how they came out. But yeah. Anyways, so like over here is Undyne's facial expressions. I tried my best to stick to my art style while trying to replicate that whole lol face she does sometimes. I don't know if I did that good at it, but that was just my best attempt. Okay, so yeah, that be my concept art. So now I can get the things done. Okay, wait, no, that's too big. I don't want it going all the way over to the side of her head. Alright, maybe that's too much wrinkling. Move that out. Alright. Alright, here, if by any chance you guys are wondering what these here colors are for, basically, they're supposed to separate, like, cell shading and color change lines. So, here, I don't know if I can, like, show you guys a good example of this. Okay, so basically, this is how a lot of anime does, like, cell shading and stuff. So, like, for example, we take this Genga drawing from Fate Apocrypha, currently airing on whatever network there is, I don't know. But anyways, so you can see there's some lines used to separate, like, the shading. Like, there's blue, there's orange, there's yellow, there's red. It's in a few places. And, you know, depending on, like, where it's used, it can mean some different things. So I don't know. There's definitely a few examples. Just kind of have to learn what they mean from looking at a lot of them. I think I remember seeing some others. There'd probably be some good examples. Oh yeah, there's these ones from Dragon Ball Super, and you can see there's orange for the, I think this is orange, for like the shine, there's blue for the, there's a light blue for the first level of shading, there's a dark, I think that's green actually, but I've seen others use like dark blue. But here, for the sake of, but yeah, basically, like, depending on, like, what's supposed to change, like, where the separation is between the eyeball and the skin, for example. So, like, I would use a color for that. So here, these blue colors are basically going to be my cell shading go-to, so they are specifically reserved for that purpose. But there's two different color changes that I'm trying to put in here. One is the separation of skin and eyeball, so that will be yellow. Here, Undyne, I think, actually does have, like, yellow eyes, so works out. And the next is her eyeshadow, so I'm just gonna use red for that. And then it'll be changed to, like, a softer red later. Like, these are all, like, super sharp tones. So, like, I wouldn't normally use them in, like, any normal color palette. This is just for, denoting them later. And the reason that I'm not just, like, filling in the colors here is because, well, unfortunately, this program has kind of a problem with filling in colors. So, say I were to fill this in. It kind of, like, thins out the line, as you can see here. And if I change, if I change the background color to something darker, you might notice there's like a very, very slight difference in the texture behind the line, so I don't want to do that. I want a nice clean line, kind of like how I drew it. So basically what I'm doing for this is I have another program called Clip Studio Paint, and I basically use that to fill in the lines later. Alright. Oh, hello, bottom tier, how are you? I'm doing fine myself, if you're wondering. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do here? I'm just gonna use the, line smoother for this one. Okay, that might ruin some of the corners, so I better be extra careful about how I do this. Oh, yep, that's just what I thought would happen. Alright, maybe I can just, like, lower the intensity. Maybe that'll work. Nope. That doesn't work. But yeah, good, Oh, yes, I have. If you wanna... I have roughed out the key poses, Mr. or Mrs. Bottom Tier. That's basically what's happening right now. I said this at the beginning, but, I think different people were watching. So basically what's happening is the prosecuting attorney is questioning Undyne about her character in the game, and then eventually she's like, screw this, and she just tries to throw a spear at him. I haven't animated the outcome yet, obviously, but yeah, basically she just says, I'm not dealing with this. So now I just have to freaking get her hair to work. And unfortunately, that's not as easy as it might sound. Because, like, if I get a squiggly line like that, then I have to, like, redo everything. Or maybe I don't. I don't know. Bit. Freaking, this is so hard. Oh, my friend just emailed me and said, how was the stream, but it's still going. Can you guys excuse me for a second? I'm gonna just tell him. Let's see. It's still going. Alright. So, assuming that I've, Alright, so, assuming nothing else happened while I was away for a second there, I'm just gonna get right back to business. Also, maybe change the music. Yeah. Alright, I'll just use the line smoother for this one. I don't know why it wasn't before. It's a good idea. Sometimes I don't like good ideas. Okay, so I'm gonna start drawing the hair from there because it, you know, it gives the sensation that like the hair is separate from the rest of her head and it like bulbs out a little bit more, if you will. Oh, this is Benedicta from, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Benedict from Brandish 2. And to be fair, like, I don't know, I guess, I don't know if you've heard of Brandish 2 before. It's like a kind of obscure, it's a kind of obscure Japanese PC game that was turned into a slightly less obscure Super Nintendo game. But, actually the funny thing about Brandish 2 is that Toby Fox actually said that some of the stuff in Brandish inspired parts of Undertale. Like, especially this song. Recognize anything about it? Okay, so now I gotta draw the eye patch lines. Oh, this song is called Gadobadorer. It's essentially a I'm guessing that it's like a combination of Gadobissel, the villain from the first Brandish, and Badorer Hades, the villain from the second. At least I assume that's what the story is. I've never actually like paid attention to it. Cause like I've only ever looked up footage of the game on the PC-98 version, which of course has not been translated. But actually, there have been like some PC-98 like fan translations out there for the Farland story games, which I have not played. But oh yeah, and there's one for Rusty, which is like one of the best games on the PC-98. So I should definitely like, you know, if I get the chance, I should definitely like do some video game live streams at some point. You know, with some chums of mine, as it were. So yeah, now I just need to. Erase what's covering that. Okay, here. I hope you guys can excuse me, like, I gave Undyne, like, a sort of athletic build, and sometimes it's kind of difficult for me to get that to look right. It's, I don't know, because, like, I need to draw the distinction between athletic and muscular. So, I hope you guys can pardon me if sometimes it looks kind of janky, or awkward, or whatever other term there is for awkward. So, okay, here. I'm just gonna... Here, really quick, I'm just gonna draw the body underneath so I don't have to worry about, like, the clothing getting in the way. And I'm gonna draw the clothes on later. I'm not gonna... I'm not a perv. So yeah, I just need to, like, figure out where her shoulders are gonna be. Okay, shoulder. Oh, honestly, like, I don't know, like, there is indeed, like, a sort of science to it, if you will, but it's kind of difficult to explain. It's more something that I kind of picked up from just looking at other examples, like, you know, from other, like, famous animators, especially in Japanese, but there are definitely a few examples, that I really think are good to learn from. So here, like, this website right here is Sakugaboru, as you can see. And it's basically a site for uploading animation clips. So, like, I've got a bunch of stuff here from different places. Like, here's one from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure 1993. I really love how this looks. And essentially, I don't know, the only real way I think you could learn from how to... The only real way I can think of for how to convincingly animate objects in a 3D space is to study this and, like, also, like, look up some... Also maybe look up some processes for it, like, online. Like, there's stuff on YouTube about it, like, the I don't know what. I'm not sure. I don't know, like, just... Or wait, hold on. Really quick, I'm gonna take a quick break, and I will try and find an example. Alright, so yeah, basically, look up Little Witch Academia animation, go here. Like, this is a good example of, like, some of the creative process that goes into, like, animating stuff, fluidly. This is more of a two-dimensional example right here, but it's an example of how to animate something with, like, weight. As for 3D space, yeah, just study this stuff on Sakugaboru. Just, like, pay attention to how they move. Oh! Oh yeah, I am subbed to Ali Younger. He's pretty good. Oh yeah, but, actually, I believe, oh yeah, Jojo, I see you're also, a fan of the stuff on, the stuff in the 1993 JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, adaptation. And man, like, I swear, some of the animation in that OVA just freaking blows my mind sometimes. Like, I think a lot of the same animators that worked on Akira were also involved in the JoJo OVA. And Akira also has incredible animation, so they got just the right people. Alright, so you're right. It's supposed to be like... Okay, now for the really, really tough part. I'm trying to figure out how to make her... this is kind of awkward, but... Alright, here. I just gotta draw the lines of the tank top over this. Before I get a suggestive content filter put on this. Like, it's fine, YouTube. It's fine. Oh yeah, Capcom's fighting games, or their arcade fighting games, wow. They had an awesome animation. Like, they and SNK were, like, the kings of fighting game animation at the time. Yeah, I actually have, like, a Dreamcast, but I've been wanting to get the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fighting game. Only problem is I blew all my money on Cards Against Humanity and UnderTale merch, so... probably not the best choices, but... Or, well, no, they're good choices. Oh! Oh, really? Thanks. I think I might, I'm gonna put that in here really quick. Oh yeah, I've been here before. I actually recognize this. Yeah, oh wait, I think there was like a secret panel or something. Yeah, I actually wanted to do like fighting game animations a while ago, but I don't know, like, well, I mean, like specifically something like this, but it kind of took a little bit too much effort, so I just kind of switched to this. Okay, so excuse me, I had a root beer float before I started recording, or streaming rather. I mean, I technically am recording this as well, which I'm not exactly sure why, but... Yeah. Oh, wow. Dude, you're lucky. I do not live near any arcade places. Like, I'd say maybe the closest is a GameWorks, which is over in Seattle, but it doesn't have any older... I mean, it does. It has, I don't know, I think the oldest games it has are like some King of Fighters games and Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That's about it. And, oh yeah, and Metal Slug. But it's mostly modern stuff, like House of the Dead and, I mean, like, more modern stuff than that. Oh yeah? Huh. Here, I've actually seen copies of... I think I've seen copies of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on the Dreamcast being sold for like $20. Which is a pretty good steal, but I literally have no money at the moment. And I've been meaning to get a job so that I can like pay for stuff. Actually, what originally, like, I originally wanted to get a job in the first place because the Undertale Collector's Edition was coming out. And it was $64, and I wanted to be able to pay for that before the pre-orders ran out. But then somebody sent me a gift card, and I used it to buy it. So I kind of sabotaged myself, but it's okay. I can start a job anytime I want, really. But if only but I mean, I want to start working soon so that I can get some income. So if only I could like gain the conviction, I suppose, to start working, you know? Yeah. Like if it's a lot like Contra, believe it or not. It's got like, I don't know, it's basically like Contra but with the super smooth animations of a lot of SNK fighting games of the time. You know, it's got some cartoony stuff splashed in there. Okay, I think this frame might almost be done after spending like 10 minutes on it. Probably 15 minutes. So yeah, there's our first key pose, ladies and gentlemen. Now I just gotta draw the rest and all the in-betweens. Whew, man. Alright, here. Thankfully, these should be pretty easy. Oh yeah, I've never played Neo Turf Masters. I've heard of it. I've only seen footage of Neo Turf Masters, and that game has some of the smoothest two-dimensional animations I think I've ever seen. Like, it's like, it seems trivial to put that in a golf game of all things, but man, it looks amazing. Alright, gotta draw another fin. If only I had actually, like, specified. I slacked off on specifying where they were supposed to be in the rough drawings. Whoops. Alright, I gotta reduce the size of these fins here. At least a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I think I get what you're saying. There are some cases where like some things are over animated or like they move too much. Like I don't know. There's like a few examples I could probably point to from like Japanese animation. Like, I don't know, like basically I could point to like a lot of scenes in some like modern anime, like Eromanga Sensei or something, where the characters are moving like in unnatural ways, but they're just animated that way because it's supposed to have impact. Like, but like the frame count is too low, so they just kind of like jump all over the place, is what it looks like. Yeah. I've never actually, yeah, I don't think the site you sent me has tutorial. Oh, wow. I did not know. I might have to try this with a JoJo ROM sometime. I didn't know you could rip the sprites from that. I thought it was like painstaking detail that allowed them to do this. Wow, I had no idea this was here. Here's, like, honestly, like, thank you so much for redirecting me to this site. Like, I'm gonna learn so much from that. Alright. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is about the same size as this one, but her head is supposed to be moving back. I really need to reduce the size. Must reduce the size. Must be smaller. Alright, this is probably more like it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like, I have a lot of interest in, like, older, video game specs. Like, I'll usually, like, I do a lot of, like, Sega Genesis remixes on my channel, but I do a whole bunch of Sega Genesis remixes on my channel, and PC Engine and NES and stuff like that, which you can check out, in some of my earlier videos. But, I've recently been getting into, like, arcade sound chips, like what Capcom and Konami were using in their, like, mid to late 90s fighting games. And, like, basically for that, my only option is to use FL Studio, and just, like, rip the samples from them. And, like, sort of, like, I don't know, basically piece together, like, some information that I find online. Because, like, I don't know, most of it isn't really complete. But, yeah. Alright, anyways, here, let's move on to Brandish 3. I love this game's soundtrack. Okay, so, I gotta start with a sneer on Undyne every single time. Yeah, there's 4 of them, actually. There's Brandish VT, which is at the very bottom here. And, like, around this time, Falcom finally learned how to use, MIDI. Or is that a bit too cruel to say? I don't know. I don't really know what I'm talking about half the time, to be honest. Yeah, the third one's soundtrack is almost entirely composed by Naoki Kaneda, my favorite composer, so that explains why I love it so much. I mean, he's not my favorite video game music composer, but he's my favorite of the Falcom sound team. He's one of my favorite composers, but not my absolute most favorite. I believe that title is somewhere between Hitoshi Sakimoto, Yoko Shimomura, and Toby Fox. Typical, right? Oh, I forgot to draw Undyne's little nose slope here. Whoops. Oh yeah, all those guys are awesome. Definitely, those are good choices. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of them on my favorite composers list, but like, you know, they're not quite as, you know, obviously some of them are not quite as high up as others, and like those, and you know, those three that I listed, like really, they really get me on like a deeper level. Okay, might have to break the... I might possibly have to break the limits of the rough sketch here in order to get something that looks a bit better, but that's okay. Happens all the time. Oh yeah, that... I don't know, occasionally I do forget about Knuckles Chaotix's OST, but I absolutely love listening to Door into Summer. It's a really, really peaceful song. Here, wait, actually, hold on. I could put it on. Yeah, this site basically has a whole bunch of Genesis and 32X VGM files. So, hey, let's have some Door into Summer. I think I might have shrunk her eyes a little bit. I'm gonna need to fix that. But thankfully it's easy. I just gotta... Alright, I'm gonna check out combination now. Or, you're right, actually, Midnight Greenhouse is closer. The antithesis of the... Ah. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Well, yeah, FM chips are definitely capable of doing jazzy stuff. And you know, in the right hands, you get something friggin' awesome out of it. I mean... You definitely got that right. Oh, absolutely it does. Love Yuno's score. Alright. Where's combination? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think I tried playing that game with my... I think I actually tried playing Chaotix one time, and it's really weird, to put it lightly. This seems to be a bit of a shorter track. So I think I'll switch back to something else. Oh, here. I've got a great example of, like, some of the best sounds that the Genesis has to offer right here. There is a... Oh, wait, actually, hold on. I can, there are, like, plenty of examples of this, but, like, I'm just, Like, I freaking love this soundtrack. It's it's done by one of my favorite composers, Hitoshi Sakimoto. Well, he did the arrangements. It was actually Mr. Hayato Matsuo who composed the music. But Hitoshi Sakimoto's sounds are amazing on the Genesis. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah. Like, I constantly hear Hitoshi Sakimoto's music on the Genesis brought up in a case of like, no, the Genesis totally sounded better. And yeah, when he does a soundtrack on an FM chip, it always sounds incredible. But he also did Treasure Hunter G on the Super Nintendo, and that is without a doubt the best sounding Super Nintendo game I think I've ever heard. And I definitely gotta play that too. Emperor of Balladry is amazing. Yeah, I've got an SPC player right here, so I can pull it up later. It's really good. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, most of the soundtrack wasn't really done by Hitoshi Sakimoto because there were like a ton of composers on that game. But yeah, he only did like a small handful of songs, but he really has good instruments to use there. All right. Oh wait, actually, I should add like a thing as shading to this frame back here. There's a small one. I need to use the line smoother here. Alright, yeah. If you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm just basically adding extra detail to this cell here. Added some shading from Undyne's head. A little bit of frilling for the ear fin that she has. Some shading for the hair, and also some highlights for it as well. And they're all different colors because they're basically like, I don't know, they're basically just depends on what ah, dang it, I need to switch this one because it's supposed to be, the fins are a different hue than the hair, so I gotta have a different shade for that. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Man, this is hard. Oh, wait, actually no. I need to keep the motion in mind when I draw the hair. Alright, I think that's another one done. That one, I don't know if that took me longer or less time, but hey, at least I got it done. Yay. Okay. Ugh, no, that's not good. Throw some gums in there. That's how you know she's really lame. Oh, this would happen to be Into the Deep Blue Sky. Still from the same game. Alright, something's wrong with his shoulder here. I need to fix it. Alright, nah, I don't need to add that there. Here, I do hope you guys can excuse me for a second. I need to do some studying. Okay. Dude, I just realized how I just realized how phallic that looks. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm trying to get like the shoulder bone just right, but maybe I shouldn't exaggerate it that much. I mean, it's only gonna be there for one frame. As long as the rest of it looks okay. I don't know if too many people will care. I don't know, but I mean, I know I'm gonna get some of those people on my videos that are gonna like analyze each and every detail of every single frame that I draw and say, no, this is wrong, but I don't make, you know, I don't make my videos for those kind of people, you know? Because clearly those things, wait, no. I mean, clearly those people have better things to do in their lives than analyze my drawing skills. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm honestly, to be honest, I'm actually like really, really proud of those arrangements. They are, I don't know. It's been a while since I like, though actually, you know what? I have been working on a Super Butoden. I actually finished a Super Butoden 3 remix a while ago, and I've got like all the songs remixed and everything, but I still haven't put it up for some reason. I think it might, I don't know, it might just be because like my editing software's been kind of crapping out on me lately and I can't really get consistent performance out of it, but oh well, I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll get my friend to help me, because like he has the same editing software and he probably has a bit more time on his hands. Actually, no, he actually has a job. So maybe not. Alright, so I think I might actually be getting better at drawing hands now. Like, I suck at drawing hands normally, but I think I might actually kind of be getting better at it. Oh, well, as I say as I draw the same line like 4 times in a row. Okay, a little bit of bone here, I guess. Or whatever that is, I don't know. Oh yeah, I remember. I was gonna play Emperor of Emperor of Belladry after this. Also, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I think my sister's got a friend over out there, and they're just fooling around. Okay. All right. So this is Hitoshi Sakimoto's SNES masterpiece. Hope you enjoy. Yep, that was that song. And man, I cannot even describe the kind of chills it gives me when I hear it. I don't know, like that's how I know I'm listening to a good song. Like when it gets to a certain moment that just clicks with me and it sends shivers down my spine because of how good it is. Like, I always love that. Alright, here, going back to Falcom for a little bit, here's a little bit more Naoki Kaneda for everybody. Are you serious? I've been drawing on the foreground this whole time. Okay. No problem, I can redo all that. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, that's great. Oh, wow. Nice job, me. Oh, here, if I can just, like, stay happy with it, then that'd be even better. Okay. Okay, I just got a notification that I'm live. That's great. But hey, Kid Icarus uploaded a new video, so if you're subscribed to him, go ahead and check that out. See him review Toy Story F and 2. Yeah, I don't know. I've never really played either of the Crash GBA games before, but hey, he did at least mention that it was even better than the first one. So you can be at least somewhat satisfied, I guess. I don't know. Though actually, speaking of Crash, I've been playing a lot of that recently, like just the first one so far, and man, those gem challenges. Like I've been trying to get as many gems as I can, basically, as soon as possible. So that essentially means like restarting the level every time I die, and whoo boy, it's getting like really frustrating. But thankfully, my friend with the job recently bought the Insane trilogy, which takes out some of the unnecessary frustration, so yeah, I can try it there sometime. And actually, speaking of my friend having games, at some point I've got to put a link to the Let's Play channel that I'm doing with him. We've only got a few videos up there so far, and we're working on getting more, but again, editing software. So yeah, we're playing some games right now. We plan to play the Insane trilogy at some point. And so yeah, I really gotta find a place to put the link to my Let's Play channel, like on my main page. But here, actually, well, the name of it is Yalg. It's spelled Y-A-L-G. And if you just search it on YouTube and look for Yalg, yet another Let's Play group, you'll find it. Like, all we really have up there right now are just some crappy SNES games that Frank bought at an indie game store. But man, did we have fun playing them. Yeah, we did. Frank just picked it up because he wanted not necessarily good and old games. So yeah, he picked that up, we played it. I acted like a frickin' doofus most of the time, but man, I never thought I'd have so much fun playing a game meant for wee little babbies. Oh, he was the narrator. Okay, there was one point where I played I don't know. I don't know if he narrates it, but there is like a voice that comes on anytime you highlight something on the main menu. That might be his voice, but I don't know. But like there was a part in the video where I wondered if he played Sir Topham Hatt, and I didn't see anything about that. But yeah, thank you for clearing that up for me. Because, like, I remember reading somewhere in, like, a Beatles history book that Ringo Starr, had a part in Thomas the Tank Engine, but I didn't remember it until you just told me. Oh yeah, I looked up Sir Topham Hatt on Wikipedia, and I seriously did not know this at all, but his official title is apparently just the Fat Controller. I don't know, something about realizing that was just so funny to me. Oh, I think someone's talking to me. Yeah? Oh. Alright, here. I'll be right out. I'm doing a stream right now. Hey, you guys, I'm gonna have to go for now. I might resume this later, but I gotta go eat lunch. Or wait, maybe I can bring lunch in here. Actually, hold on. I might be able to bring lunch back in here. Hey, I'm back, everybody. And bottom tier, yes, you may. I'm there too, so hopefully we can chat a bit more. I don't know if that sounds like something you'd be slightly interested in. Yes, you may link your art Tumblr. I've got mine in the description after all. Alright. Okay, so sorry you guys had to just stare at nothing for a little bit, but at least you had some music. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to make it look like the arm is really going backwards. Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, that's good. Alright, that's 3 frames done. Well, actually, no. 2.5. I still have to do that. And I didn't draw the hair. I can... Oh! Well. Oh, yeah, I just noticed. I was checking. I got a notification on my phone, which is actually how I'm able to see the text chat right now, if one couldn't tell. And, yeah, thanks. I don't have much there right now. I mostly just got stuff I've already posted on DeviantArt. Yeah, thanks. All right, well, hey, it's no big deal. It's not like following somebody is like a huge, tremendous amount of work. And yeah. Okay, so, dang it! I forgot to make sure the movement of the hair is good. Alright, here, I'm gonna try that again. Alright. Man. All right, I'm starting to get something good out of this. I just realized I didn't texture her fins. Whoops. I know it seems like such trivial stuff to focus on, but I don't know. I just like attention to detail sometimes. Okay, now comes the real challenge. Figuring out how this is gonna look. Alright, yeah, I'll keep it at that level right there. Let's see here. Alright, I gotta make some adjustments to the rough sketch here. I'm gonna have to shrink this. I'd say that's about good. I'm gonna put that right there. Okay. I see how to do this. Like, I hope you can forgive me when it comes to getting the hands right, because I am not so good with hands. Wait, what? Why was I drawing that on the mid-ground? I do not know how I make some of these mistakes sometimes. There's something wrong with these fingers. Better do a redrawing. Oh my god, those fingers are so lanky and long. They're not supposed to be that long. Alright, well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'll, wait. No, that's not what I wanted. Quite. Oh no, please tell me the... Oh, thank God. Okay, wait, no, is it still there? Okay, the thumb is still there. Or actually, I could probably make it, like, right now. Yes, come in. In the middle of something, Olivia. Oh boy, okay. Once again, I'll be back, everybody. Other dogs. I return once again. I'm sorry about the interruptions, everybody. I don't know. Sometimes there's still obligations you have to fulfill in your daily lives, and all. Oh, holy crap! This thing got paused way behind. Alright, this is more of an appropriate length for fingers. Oh, this would be Egarer from Revival Xanadu, or Level 7 from Revival Xanadu 2. They both played during Level 7 of their respective games, but they were reused between the two of them. Because that's how good the song is. Definitely my favorite of both of... Actually, this is my favorite in the first Revival Xanadu soundtrack. I played my favorite of Revival Xanadu 2's soundtrack earlier. That was Level 2. This one wasn't done by Naoki Kaneda. This was Hirofumi Matsuoka, who, as far to my knowledge, is the only composer in the group to have died. And what a shame it was. Like, he also had, like, a lot of really good compositions, in his repertoire, if you will. So it's a shame that we didn't get more from him, you know? Oh, okay, it's kind of a complicated Japanese name, but I'll spell it. Hirofumi Matsuoka. That is it. Actually, I think I might move this sideline around a bit. Excuse me. So Root Beer coming back up to say hi. Maybe that's a bit too close. Oh, hey, Manga25. Yes, it is. You have a very good ear. Yeah, I just started playing a little bit ago because it's my favorite track in. It's my favorite track in the first Revival Xanadu, but I played my favorite track from the second Revival Xanadu a bit earlier. Yeah, Hirofumi Matsuoka was a pretty dang good composer. May he rest in peace. I need to slope that a bit more. Alright, so far this is coming along pretty good. I'm still not exactly sure what... I don't know. I haven't seen very many, like, artist renditions of, like, what goes on under the arm when it's lifted like that. So, I'm not sure what goes on there. Yeah, unfortunately, he kinda... I think it was in 2010, he was suffering from stomach cancer, and then his sister let everybody know about it. But yeah, he had a lot of really good stuff under his belt. He actually did arrangements and compositions for the Genesis versions of Legend of Heroes and Legend of Heroes 2. In fact, I actually did a remix of his title theme for the second Legend of Heroes on Genesis. I can pull it up really quick. So, hold on. Here's one of his songs. Yeah, I basically fixed the drums a bit, is what I did for this version of the remix. Like, even after I release one onto my channel, I'm always, like, trying to make them sound even better. And I also think I raised the key from the original version that I put on my channel. Like, I originally in the first version of the remix, I transposed the key down from the original version, but this is the original key that it was in. I don't know, I just like to do that sometimes because, I don't know, I just like to experiment and see, and like, I wonder sometimes what songs would sound like if they were in a slightly different key signature. So sometimes I do that when I arrange songs. gotta make her look more intense. She doesn't quite look intense enough in this one. I've gotta see the hatred in her eyes. Yeah, that's more like it. All right. Oh, yeah, actually, I'm not going to be using any of that. Well, I mean, actually, a little bit. Like here, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about right now, you can see I sketched this a little bit earlier, but I deviated from the rough sketch to make it look a bit cleaner. And now it doesn't line up with where the pointer is, which would have seen a little bit of it being used there, but not anymore. So now I gotta move the other parts of this here. Wait, how did the other point look? I gotta move around some parts of it to different places so that it lines up better. Alright, now to... I don't want a bald fish lady. You gotta give her hair. Or, I mean, I gotta give her hair. Wouldn't it be nice if somebody else was helping me make this? That'd be awesome. One, two, three, 4, 5? Is this good? No, I should probably shrink it a little. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, okay, Manga 25, thank you very much. I've been practicing for a while. I got my start just tracing Dragon Ball concept art. So I just kind of learned a bit of anatomy from that, and then I just kind of picked up my own actual art style a little bit later. And what I'm using right now is sort of a modification of Studio Ghibli's art style. You know, there's a little bit of interjection of course, some Dragon Ball in there, but also some One Punch Man as well. And I mean the Yusuke Murata one that was adapted for anime, not the original webcomic. But yeah, anyways, for frame rate, it depends. It depends on like what I want out of the scene. For this one, I'm using 24 FPS. So basically that essentially means I've got a crap ton of in-betweening to do. You know, something that I've always noticed about, like, when 24 FPS, or animating on ones, as some pros call it, is used in Japanese animation, for some reason it always looks super sped up to me. Like, unless you do it just right. And Disney is a common example of how to do it just right. Like, a lot of their earlier stuff was animated on ones when it really didn't. Even for like super subtle motions, and they had a lot of people that knew how to do that just right without it looking like it was like super sped up. But I don't know. In most anime productions usually don't have as big a budget nor as much time to make their products. So sometimes you get the occasional product which may look a little bit janky when it's animated that smoothly. But I don't know, that's kind of an opinion thing. That's just kind of how I feel about it. I have no problem with it, of course, and honestly, I feel like, but I will say though, like a lot of my favorite Japanese animation cuts are just on 2s. Because there's no it doesn't feel like it's been like sped up. Yeah, like I'd say he's definitely like. I'd say he's definitely one of those artists that I expect like a lot of aspiring like anime style artists to take influence from. Like unless like, well, I don't know. Actually, I mean like everybody's first anime exposure is kind of different. Like you may see like Naruto first or Dragon Ball first or even some obscure one like Joe. Nah. I don't know. Everybody sees a different first anime, or well. Huh. Yeah, I didn't really either. And actually to take it a step further, I'm not even that big a fan of Dragon Ball. Well, I mean like Dragon Ball originally I like a bit more, but DBZ, which is what everybody seems to like, I cannot watch it. Its pacing is absolute garbage. And I mean that's just kind of a product of how it was made at the time. I can't necessarily blame it too much. I'm sorry if I triggered some people by saying that, but I mean, I don't know, that's just how I think. Yeah. I will say though, I definitely think Dragon Ball seems, or well, actually, no, never mind. I don't know if what I was about to say would have sounded extra smart, but, you know, sometimes I gotta watch my step. Oh yeah, I've seen clips of it. I still haven't really had time to watch. And I know that sounds crazy, but... But yeah, I don't know. I've just been a teensy bit too busy working on this stuff. So I will definitely give it I will definitely give it a shot. Yeah. Alright. Hey, yeah, they definitely started the anime when they were a few years ahead of the manga, so a lot of the pacing issues aren't there. I'd say it's definitely much... I actually watched it with one of my friends, and we laughed at some of like the early animation kinks in it. Like, there's one shot where Goku's feet were just blocks. I swear to God. But yeah, I don't know. I'd say that's definitely more worth your time, and you know, it's like it also has like way less of the problems that DBZ kind of introduced into shonen fighting anime, with like the constant power escalation. Super Saiyan Blue. I don't think I got that far. I think we kind of... Dragon Ball Advanced... Oh, wait. Okay, here, I was thinking for a second, like, wait, was there actually a Game Boy Advance game of Dragon Ball? And it's like, oh yeah, I saw Pro Jared's retrospective on DBZ games, not Dragon Ball games. Alright, I gotta tone down the thickness in the arm for a bit. Because like I said, athletic, not muscular. Gotta balance it. Yeah. I don't know, it's very weird. Like sometimes my friend and I love to like go through a series and like nitpick all the animation mistakes we find in it. Like, I remember like everybody says the new Berserk series is absolutely nauseating to watch, but we had a ton of fun just picking apart all of the weirdness that was that show. and and at the very least, the story and characters were decent enough to make it a little bit less painful. So that was good. Alright, I think that's another frame done. Or, no wait, no, I need more shading. Alright. I'm getting closer to what I want. Alright, so now I just have to, like... Alright, so basically all I have to do is here is just, like, modify 2 of the arm positions a bit. Which, yeah, I just have to basically... just make the extreme of the wind-up, like, as far back as she goes before she throws it. So, I might not even... I don't even think I need the... I don't even need the, rough sketch for this. I can just, like, do this just based on the, previous, frame. Oh, wait, I forgot to add the, this in the last frame. It was in the last one, but for a second I nearly forgot to... Pardon me, I'm just trying to get more comfortable. I don't... Ugh, man. Blech. Oh, a hair in my mouth. That's lovely. Ugh. Yeah. Okay. Here, pardon me, I was just, eating the lunch I got earlier. I just realized there's a mistake here. Dang it. Oh well. Happens all the time. And it shouldn't be too difficult to fix. Yeah, that's better. Pardon me, you guys. I don't know why, but for some reason I have this little weird, achy spot in my back. If that makes any sense. Anyway. I know I'm fine. I don't know why that's there. Maybe I'm just sitting funny. Oh yay, even less of the spear is going to be used. Oh man. Oh well. It's nice knowing a spear. Alright, so I fixed that. So she was still moving backwards in that frame, but basically, now that she's slowed down, now the hair flipped backwards. I very nearly forgot the rules of momentum for a second, but I managed to gain my footing once again. Ah, dang it. There's water all over my desk now because of the root beer glass. Okay. So yeah. She's here. She's a swinging. She's getting ready to attack. Yeah. All right. See you later at the bottom tier. Glad you had a good time. All right. I'm actually probably gonna stop here in a little bit too. I'm just gonna finish this keyframe, and then call it quits for today. So yeah. Nice seeing you. Nice talking to you. Wait, what? Oh wait, no, that's not what I want. That's not right. Fingernails don't work that way. Wait, hold on. I mean, thumbs don't. Well, yeah, actually, yes, fingernails. Whoops. Yeah, thumbs don't work that way. Why do I keep correcting myself when I say the same thing? I'm gonna cheat here. I really do not want to draw this whole hand again, so I'm just gonna cheat. Alright, I'm gonna select a different song. And this will be the last song change before I finish up here. Okay. I got 5 keyframes done over the span of nearly 4 hours. That's what animation is, folks. A slow burn, but definitely worth it if you have the patience. Anyways, I'm gonna call this good for the stream. I might work on this more today, but yeah. I'm so glad you guys could come in, watch this slow burn. So yeah. Bye, guys. Really was awesome, if I can be perfectly honest about it. Oh wait, yeah, that's how I do it. Whoops.